Does his leg hurt? Does his leg hurt? Are you kidding me?
Got scratched, man. I got chills in my body.
You can do that. It's okay. Get that?
I know what you may be thinking, come on, really, ghosts? But that question is exactly what drives this group. Built in 1864, these walls once enclosed a brewery, saloon, even a brothel.
Most hauntings are untimely deaths. Murders, suicides, illnesses, heart attacks, strokes. And the amount of people that have died in here over the years is just phenomenal.
Opened in 1864, this one-time gambling house and brothel bustled with visitors heading west to find fortune in gold. These rough and tough cowboys would get off the train only feet away from the inn. George and Anna Bender, the founders and builders of the inn, would benefit and profit from these transients. But, like with many brothels and gambling houses of the 1800s, when you put gunslingers, alcohol, and prostitutes together, dark violence will surely ensue. Sadly, George would pass away and take on the name Ma Bender's. Countless stories of rapes and murders within the building have mounted up over the years, with the deaths of two different owners documented on the property and a fire in the 1980s. The entire history surrounding the property is a haven for paranormal activity. We now start off with Bryant in the ladies' room with the Ovilus, one of the more active locations within the building. As the team gears up, Bryant decides to use the Ovilus 3 inside of the ladies' restroom, one of the more active areas in the building. In 2014, we received some of the best communication through a spirit box ever received.
Alright, so anyways, this is the obvious. What we're going to be using this for is pretty much got some programmed words in it for the spirits to talk through and let us know what they're trying to say to us, and we'll figure it out. So, is there anybody in here? Can you come sit down on the chair and talk to us? Beat. Oh. Beat. What does that mean? Can you tell us your name? Property. Can you come in here and take a seat? I know there's a lot of people here and it's probably scary. Do you like BC? It said 15. Are you 15 years old? What's the name of the 15-year-old? Tell us the name so it makes sense. Are you in here? Or can you come in here? Records. Kind of see what we're looking at here. I don't know if I can pick it up.
The reason we show you this piece of evidence is because once we look at the evidence and review it, we can actually piece it together. There have been countless psychics that have been at this location and talk of a 15-year-old girl that was beaten and raped outside the pole down in the basement. Is this the spirit coming through saying that she was 15, beaten on this property, and to check the records? BC Farr, Mike, and myself move into the pool room, one of the more haunted locations, trying to make contact with a little boy that we met in 2014. He seems to love the ball, as you can see in this clip from our 2014 investigation.
Play with the ball. Go ahead. It's okay.
Use our energy if you have to. Move the ball.
Little boy, are you still here?
Breaks your heart to know a child is lost and looking for his papa.
Little boy, are you still here? Little boy, are you still here? Anybody wrong?
BC asks if any spirits are around, and we get the response, it's not important. Here it is again for your review.
Anybody wrong? Anybody wrong?
We continue with BC Farr, the owner of the Old Baraboo Inn. He has a special connection with the spirits here. Hopefully he can pick up something on the SB7 spirit box tonight.
Rose, this used to be your sitting room? Yes, I heard that.
Rose is one of the more popular spirits at the OBI and has a special connection to BC. He brings up the sitting room and she responds with a yes. Here it is again for your review.
Rose, this used to be your sitting room? Yes. Rose, this used to be your sitting room? Yes. Mary, aren't you here with us tonight? Where are you?
Is this the voice of Mary letting BC know that it's alright that she can't come out tonight and talk?
Who's in there? Do you like it here? Do you want to stay here?
As BC asks a question, do you want to stay here? We get a response saying, we'll stay.
Do you want to stay here? Do you want to stay here?
I just got that this is more of a pinch. My leg itches bad. Yeah, I gotta look at this.
We weren't sure we were going to include this event that happened to me at the OBI, but it felt like I was pinched on the back of the leg. However, there's no marks or anything paranormal happening to support the claim. But a little bit later on in this video, you will see an apology for them doing it. Just because you get pinched or scratched or burnt doesn't mean they're trying to hurt you or they're not good. They're just trying to reach out to you and communicate.
Felt like a pinch. It itches right now, right in here.
I really don't see anything right now.
I don't either. Right in here. It itches.
Though no markings appear upon my flesh, I can prove that this happened to me because the ghost came back and told me what they have done.
I didn't quite understand you. Can you say that again?
His leg hurt.
Does his leg hurt?
Does his leg hurt? Are you kidding me? I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it.
How about it?
Validation for what happened to me is overwhelmingly powerful. They all know now that I was pinched, and the spirits apologize for it. It's the first time I've ever seen that. Here it is again for your review.
His leg hurt.
Does his leg hurt?
Does his leg hurt? Are you kidding me? I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it.
How about it?
His leg hurt.
Does his leg hurt?
Does his leg hurt? Are you kidding me? I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it.
How about it?
I'm tingling from the head to toe. Just tingling, bro.
Didn't mean to do that, huh?
That's okay. That's okay. Thank you for apologizing. You can do that. It's okay.
Get that?
It's plain as day. Wasn't it? Or am I hearing things?
No, that's all.
I just don't want to put words out, you know.
Well, you'll review it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I just got excited about that. That's alright, sweetie. I just think you wanted to get my attention. Is that right?
Is this male spirit warning us to leave the female alone that pinched my leg? Is he protecting her from the other side?
That's alright, sweetie. I just think you wanted to get my attention. Is that right? That's alright, sweetie. I just think you wanted to get my attention. Is that right?
You got his attention.
Two-way communication. Pinched. Visual evidence. It's been quite a first night at the OBI. I can't wait to see what night 2 brings. It's now been 23 minutes without spirit communication. A rare thing, believe it or not, at the OBI. Most haunted places can take days or even weeks for something to happen, but this place is extra special. Check out this communication directed at the owner, BC Farr.
Who am I? BC! Woohoo! All right. Hey, thank you.
Electricity and energy race through our bodies as we hear BC being called out from the other side. Look at the expression on BC's face. It is a moment we'll never forget at the old Baraboo Inn.
BC! Woohoo! All right. Hey, thank you. BC! Woohoo! All right. Hey, thank you.
14 minutes go by, no responses on the SB7 Spirit Box. Until now, you're going to hear an extremely faint me when BC asks who sits at the bar stool. When he asks who sits in the one up next to it, well, no explanations needed.
Who sits over here?
Say me.
Who sits over here?
Say me.
Who sits over here?
Say me.
Who else sits this bar?
You do.
Who else sits this bar?
You do.
Who else sits this bar?
You do. That's picking up.
Yeah, I do, don't I? I sit at the bar once in a while.
Without rhyme or reason, this female voice pops in saying, I asked you.
It's a busy doorway.
I head off to the basement alone. I must have lost my mind. I will conduct an EVP session here and see what I can uncover about its dark past. We will edit for time. I'm at the pole in the infamous basement area, and what was that? So I'm by myself down here. BC and Mike are upstairs. I'm just gonna run. I got a millimeter type device that has a built-in REM pod. If something comes near that and touches it, it will go off. I know you can't see it, but bad angle. So I'm going to record now with a recorder I'm recording right now. It is a voice activated recorder and it's extremely sensitive. So let's see how we do. Can you tell me what happened here at this pole? Can you come sit with me, please? On the count of three, I'm going to pick this up. On the count of three, as loud as you can in this orange light right here, tell me the name of this bar, please. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to play it back.
Can you tell me what happened here at this pole? Can you come sit with me, please? On the count of three, pick this up. On the count of three, as loud as you can in this orange light right here, tell me the name of this bar, please. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna play it back.
This very sensitive digital recorder picks up "I can't do that," followed by unknown voice. We think it might be saying "Bend, Durs," but we're not positive the former name of the brothel and saloon. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Maybe not scream as loud because it picked you up screaming. Again, I'm at the pole where the lady was said to be tied up and gang raped and beaten. And there's bullet holes in here. We're not really sure what happened, whether it was murder or the guys come down here and shoot it. Who knows? But here we go again. Bear with me, it's very dark down here. What you're seeing is infrared light. I cannot see anything. It's pitch black down here. I just have the LCD screen that gives me light. So just sitting here at the pole. Feel free to come up from behind me. You can be on camera as we film here. We've been here so many times. We've been here at least a half dozen times in the last year and a half. We really enjoy the spirits that are here. There are some negative ones, and I happen to be in a room where one happens to be from time to time. So let's see what we get. EVP session 3, basement at the pole. Can you tell me the name of this bar again? I'm really having a hard time hearing you. Who touched Bryant's head down here earlier? How well do you know BC? Do you like BC? The guy that runs the bar now and owns it? John? John's a former owner who passed away here. John, are you available? Are you here to speak with us? Do you like us being here trying to communicate with you? Ending EVP. It looks like we did get something there on the last one for sure. Let's play it back. You're hearing it live.
Session 3, basement at the pole. Can you tell me the name of this bar again? I'm really having a hard time hearing you. Who touched Brian's head down here earlier?
Our team typically discounts personal experiences, but this clip will show you where Bryant felt like he ran into cobwebs, which is usually a sign of being touched. And you'll notice there are no cobwebs in the area. Is this person letting us know he's the one that touched Bryant?
Did I hit my head on something?
No.
No. Fell through a cobweb?
No, I don't think so.
I did.
Something just touched you or what?
Thought.
Touched Brian's head down here earlier. Touched Brian's head down here earlier.
Let's examine this footage of Brian a little closer as he feels he's been touched by some type of entity. If we look over towards the electrical box, you'll see a ball of light actually form and come directly to him and go inside of his back. Is this the spirit that just touched him?
Did I hit my head on something?
No.
No. Fell through a cobweb?
No, I don't think so.
I did.
Something just touched you or what?
Thought.
Look to the right of the screen, you'll see this ball of light develop over by the electrical box and enter Bryant. Absolutely amazing evidence, but now I must continue on alone in the basement as I go to continue my EVP session alone. I'll do one more. This will be your last chance, and you have this meter here, this device in my hand. If you could come touch this, it'll go like this. Can you do that for me? I got a 0.5, 0.2, it's dropping. Now it's 0.00. I don't know if you see that okay on camera or not with that much IR. I'm at a 0.2, 73 degrees, 0.1. Can you come touch this device in my hand? It won't hurt you. And it's kind of got a... I'll be able to share this with everybody, and they're going to know you're here, which is important to you. We know you're here. I got a 0.4. I'm at a 0.5. It's 0.6. I'm at 0.6. I don't know if you see that on the camera. Sorry, you dropped my recorder. That was me. 0.7. Can you take it to 1.0? 0.8? Can you take it higher? Can you get up to a 1.0? Anybody by the pole? Can you come stand by it? Tell you folks, it's really creepy to be down here all by yourself and probably
was said to be the most haunted part of it, or has an evil entity in it down here. So let's see if we can talk to him. The bad spirit that's down here, can you come forward? Can you show yourself to me? Man, we get a little light from this LCD screen. Oh my God, I got a chill on my left hand that's holding this device. I'm at a 0.6. Is that you in here? I feel you. I'm not a sensitive. I don't claim to be. But I'm telling you, it just got really cold draft come through. Can you come in here, please? 1.9, 1.6, 1.3, 1.0. So you did the 1.0. Good. So to the bad person that's in here, why are you mean to people? What's the point of that? Does that thrill you in some way? Notice I'm not afraid, so I've gone up against some pretty bad things in our time. We've traveled all over the country to do this. Whoever came in here, I felt a cold draft, I should say. Was that you? What's your name? You have to give me your name. Oh, so right now, that kind of spooked me. That was a furnace kicking in, so I'm going to shut this off. But we will play it back anyway.
Whoever came in here, or I felt a cold draft, I should say. Was that you?
Yes. It said yes.
You have to give me your name.
I'm going to play it again.
Whoever came in here, or I felt a cold draft, I should say. Was that you?
Yes, see? It says yes.
What's your name? You have to give me
Even though my evening's half over in the basement, I stay approximately another 20-25 minutes and receive no communication. It's time for me to move on into another part of an investigation. I don't recommend anyone spend time down in the basement alone. Not prolonged anyway. Bryant and Mike gear up for the basement. It will only be the two of them, and they'll be there for over 30 minutes alone. Can't wait to see what they discover. This ought to be entertaining.
Can you tell us your name?
Can you tell us who's with us here tonight?
Right there.
Yep, who was it?
Can you say that again? What is your name? Who bound you to this pole?
Bryant and BC capture their first voice of the evening. It appears to be Marcia. Is Marcia the name of the girl that was bound and gagged and gang raped on the pole?
Do you know what year it is right now? The good news, I'm not getting any radio, so.
Yeah, I know. Who's here with us tonight? There's always somebody here. Who is here with us? That was me.
Oh, let's just shut off.
What the hell?
Why is this off? It's still working, but there's nothing coming out of it.
That doesn't happen. Didn't get unplugged, did it?
The battery on this just drained.
That's very common.
Dead.
Yep.
Just drained the equipment. Oh, now it's back on.
What the heck? Whoa, I'm getting nailed. Hello?
Who's here? Who's the cowboy? We heard you. You were just around us. You heard that, right? That was like
Yeah. Oh, there it
help.
is. Yep. Help.
Do you need help?
Bryant and BC both hear the cry for help in their ears, but nothing is captured on the camera. Truly amazing things are happening at the OBI tonight.
Is that a scream?
Scream.
Help. Scream.
Wow, I'm getting nailed.
Okay, I got goosebumps.
Yeah, I do too. Hello. I got it.
Right there, yes you did.
Yes,
We have a spirit ready to take it up a notch in the old Baraboo Inn tonight. Listen to the whistle that appears out of nowhere and notice how Bryant and BC do not respond because they don't hear it. It's an EVP in our camera system. The EVP is followed up by I see you. Check this out, here's the replay.
Is that a scream?
Scream.
Help. Scream.
Wow, I'm getting nailed.
Okay, I got goosebumps.
Yeah, I do too. Hello. I got it.
Right there, yes you did. Is that a scream?
Scream.
Help. Scream.
Wow, I'm getting nailed.
Okay, I got goosebumps.
Yeah, I do too. Hello. I got it.
Right there, yes you did. Speak very loudly and tell us your name. Contact?
Yes, we're trying to contact you.
Contact comes up in a male voice. Could this be residual energy from the past that's embedded and imprinted on the wood and the rock within the building? Now we hear it yet again.
That was radio.
We're trying to contact you. Trying to communicate with you.
That was radio.
We're trying to contact you. Trying to communicate with you.
Amazingly, this male spirit says contact once again. Is he in desperate need of making contact with Bryant and BC to give them a message? Let's take a look at this though a little deeper. Check out this clip from 2014. I think it's the same male. What do you think?
How many cowboys are here? How many cowboys are here?
Is this the spirit of cowboy saying, ride bulls?
How many cowboys are here? How many cowboys are here?
Who's here? Oh. And now it's back. What?
This spirit appears to be intelligent. It calls out Bryant by his childhood nickname, Bubba.
What? What? Do you want us out?
Okay, we're going upstairs for now.
These spirits seem to be following Bryant and BC from the basement, because this one says, let's leave them. What's your thoughts?
What was that? Wow, that was pretty clear. Something.
Did you say something?
Oh yeah, he said something.
I gear up with the SB11 Spirit Box to run a session upstairs while Mike runs the camera and BC stands by in the background and helping out with the questions. Hello everyone. Are you ready to come out tonight? There you go. You'll notice a sharp, crisp yes that sounds to be female when I ask the questions if the spirits are going to come out tonight. Note, no other noise or sounds are coming out of the SB11 Spirit Box at this time, proving its validity. Are you ready to come out tonight? There you go. So everybody knows this is the SB11 Spirit Box, which is the latest model. And we're able to run an FM, AM, and AM, and we're sweeping at 150 in reverse. We have the antenna actually shut off, so radio stations are far and few in between unless you're right on top of one. You can tell there's no radio stations, we'd be hearing them. Do you know BC?
Is the energy coming back up a little bit?
I thought I just saw a shadow.
I just did too.
Yep, you saw it over here? Though the cameras didn't capture it, BC and myself both saw a black shadow figure dart from that corner by the front door in towards the pool room. We move in now to investigate further. The air is definitely charged. Can you touch this device here on the pool table like that? When we were here, there was a little boy that kept saying ball. Little boy, are you here? Is that a kid's voice?
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. We get the same child voice in the same tone from a year ago saying I see it in relation to the red ball on the table. Is this boy the black shadow figure that BC and myself saw dart into the pool room from the front door area? I guess we'll never know the answer to that, but we'll continue on this investigation. Here it is again for your review. Is that a kid's voice?
Yes.
Is that a kid's voice?
Yes.
It's a little boy's voice. It's faint.
Really faint.
How can I help you play with the ball?
Do you want to play with the ball?
I'm going to move it on the floor for you. There you go. Can you move that ball? I'll move away. Can you kick it? Again, no other voices coming through the SB11 Spirit Box, and we get, it's time. Time for what? These are the type of questions that drive paranormal investigations. Why is it time? What is it time for? And when will that time happen? I'm going to sit over here. Can you push the ball to me? I'm ready for it. Are you over here?
Hear it? It's underneath. There's a voice in there. Are you over here?
Keep trying.
Yeah, it was a one.
Though all three of us can make out these voices underneath the sub-frequency, we are unable to capture it to enhance it enough to make sense of what they were saying in sentences spanning over multiple frequencies. So the team rolls on to investigate further throughout the night. Mike wants to head to the basement as we break out the full spectrum camera so we can see in different spectrums of light that eye cannot normally see. We will run an SB7 Spirit Box session. What you're about to see is incredible.
We're gonna film this in full spectrum. That's why it looks purple. Man, it's got really good full spectrum on this cam.
Does it?
Oh, it's beautiful. Clear as a bell.
Who was the person that was down here earlier?
Remember the voice of this female saying, "I'm bleeding." We're going to come back to this shortly, and for good reason.
You spoke before.
Sounds like the exact same clip, but it's different. This happened actually about 2 minutes later. We're going to come back to this yet again, because for good reason. You will soon learn why.
That undertone?
Yeah. What'd you think it said? I thought I heard I'm bleeding again.
Can you say that again?
Same thing we caught last year.
Huh?
Same, we caught that last year in the bathroom too.
Right.
Exactly 2 minutes and 48 seconds after the second "I'm bleeding," we pick up the third "I'm bleeding" in the exact identical voice at different time periods in front of the pole in the basement. It's the same voice that we heard in 2014 on the SB7 Spirit Box upstairs. Is this the young 15-year-old female that we saw in the Ovilus trying to tell us her story and she's stuck in eternity bleeding? Just to be positive that I know what I'm talking about, I'm going to line up all three of these video clips and we're going to compare the voices together. Then I'm going to follow it up from our capture in 2014 upstairs in the ladies' restroom. Let's see if this is truly the same girl. Is she stuck in eternity bleeding? Amazing how identical they are they not? Now let's listen to the 2014 clip. As you can see, the similarities are incredible. Is this the same female and it's trying to tell us that she's still bleeding beyond death?
We really want to hear you.
Sounds like this female can't see Mike or know who he is, and she just needs to verify who she's about to speak to.
We really want to hear you. Are there any children down here? I can hear it, I just can't understand it.
Yeah, review will get it.
Well, in review, we didn't figure it out yet. So we got it down to 11, or I love them. What do you think it says?
Are there any children down here? Are there any children down here? Can you make a noise for us? Can you just bump something, knock something over? Sorry, BC. Just make a noise and we'll leave.
Please do it again. Please. I'm asking nicely.
Ooh, orb.
Another one?
If you know me, I'm not a big believer in orbs. I think 99% of it can be explained off as dust. But Mike sees this ball of light that I capture on the camera with his own eyes as it enters my body. Moments before this, we had heard different sounds in this back room.
I'm asking nicely.
Ooh, orb.
Another one?
Came down.
I'm asking nicely.
Ooh, orb.
Another one?
Came down.
Are you the balls of light we're seeing? You bang on something super loud and make Mike and I run out of here like third grade girls? Last chance, we're gonna be leaving anyway.
I told Mike earlier how I was having an energy drain and felt a presence behind me, and when I turn around, we find these two balls of light coming at us. This one making strange moves, as if though it was trying to find a way around me.
Last chance, we're gonna be leaving anyway. Last chance, we're gonna be leaving anyway.
Mike and I now wrap up in the basement and start to head upstairs for an exciting part of the evening, as daylight is not more than 2 hours away. I now grab the SB7 spirit box to see what kind of communications I can get upstairs at the OBI. With Mike on camera and BC helping, this should be interesting.
Me, Mike, and Art. Who's this guy? What's his name? Can you please speak to us tonight? Do you remember Mike?
When asked if they remember Mike, the spirit responds with why, almost as if it's an infantile question.
Do you remember Mike? Do you remember Mike? We're recording for Dinner with the Dead. It's in your honor. You like that?
I now turn the box over to BC Farr, owner of the Old Baraboo Inn. He seems to be extremely sensitive, and when he usually has an interaction or a feeling of a spirit around, the SB7 will respond.
Hello. That didn't take long, did it? It didn't take long, did it? It's going away from me. Talk or Satan talk?
Instantly, BC seems to pick up on a spirit energy, and it sounds to us like she's saying, "I love him." This wouldn't be the first time. In 2014, we received several responses about BC being loved and liked by the spirits at the Old Baraboo Inn.
This proves the validity of this device, everyone. This SB7 spirit box. There's nothing coming through. So when we ask questions, we'll give responses. Occasionally you will hear radio, but we're looking for the underlying voice. And you will know the difference. Are you happy? Are you happy the lights are off? Can you repeat that? That was underneath, right? Oh, you said no. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
This female's been trying to communicate and finally gets out the words, "He killed me." Is she trying to tell her story of what happened to her in the past in the building? And does it correlate with the Ovilus session that Bryant did upstairs a while back?
If you're downstairs, we invite you to come up if you're good and speak with us. What's your favorite thing about the OBI? What's your favorite thing about Bender House? Remember Ma Bender? Ma, we maybe give him some energy with some EM pumps. Mike, what do you think? Sounds good. Anybody in there tonight? How about it? Who's in here? You hold it. See if that helps. Who's in here tonight? Whoa. Come on, you can speak to us. What was that? I don't want to. Who's in here tonight? Whoa. Come on, you can speak to us. Who's in here tonight? Whoa. Come on, you can speak to us. What was that?
I don't know, but I heard it.
Yeah.
I heard that.
When was that?
I don't know, but I heard it.
Yeah.
I heard that.
When was that?
I don't know, but I heard it.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Mike gets a message from his dead stepfather in his dead stepfather's voice saying, "My son, Mike." Absolutely incredible. And what is really neat is that here at the OBI, there seems to be some type of vortex or portal where spirits can come through. This happened in 2014 to myself in my dead grandfather's voice.
Art again, same. Yes, who is it?
Who is it? Let's talk to Art. We'll talk to you.
Yep.
We can't quite make out what this male's saying. Sounds like in the shop or he was shot, something along those lines. Listen again and tell us what you think of this one.
I know that voice. These are EM pumps, and what these do is create an electric magnetic field that spirits are said to be able to use to manifest or communicate. So we're going to go ahead and fire a couple of these up in different locations here on the
The main spirits at the OBI are very nice and sensitive to what we do, but every now and then we get one of these guys that come through. Spirit box seems to have gone quiet a little bit, but BC's ready to go give it another try with Mike on the camera.
Go back over here by the door. Go over here by the door.
Yet another new name at the Old Baraboo Inn, Burton Scott. Another name we'll have to research through the history to see if it has any meaning or connection to the place. But again, it's like a portal. They come and they go.
Go over here by the door. Go over here by the door. Caught that, didn't you?
Yeah.
The segment you are about to see, BC is having a great two-way communication. A lot's going to happen. So we're just going to let the entire segment run, and then I'll run it again for your review one time. It's an amazing capture of two-way communication.
You want to stay here. How many of you are here? Do you all get along? Most of it. You hear that?
Yeah, yep, I heard it.
So let's dissect what just transpired. First of all, we have a female that apparently wants to leave.
You want to stay here.
Now for the second part, how many spirits are at the OBI? The number 11 comes up quite frequently, as seen here after the replay from 2014.
How many of you are here? How many of you are here?
Hey, Castle. How many spirits are here? 11. How many spirits are here? 11.
Now for the third part of this, where a gentleman comes in, it sounds like he might be Scottish or English with his accent, and says, most of us, as a response to the question, do you all get along, from BC. Check it out, here it is again.
Do you all get along? Most of it. Do you all get along? Most of it. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
Most of you get along, huh? That means some of you don't. So most of you get along, huh? Wait, where'd you see the shadow? Down the hall? Did you
see a shadow tonight?
When you guys were in the office, I looked over there and I could see a black shadow moving left to right.
Which one's got a gear?
You're going towards the gear, yup.
Just got a light off. You saw a shadow figure over there?
Yes.
That's very common. Why don't you come sit at the bar with me?
It's now 1:30 a.m. E.C. Farr, the owner of the Old Baraboo Inn, has left the bar. It is now in Mike and I's hands to continue the investigation alone until daylight. The uneasiness sets in. As we know, the investigation, though, must go on. We begin an EVP session that starts in the pool room and on through the building, with no results early on until we went to the location where John passed away. Is there a little boy still here that wants to play with the ball? Can you say ball? Mike and I now pack up the gear and head over to do an EVP session at base. This base is where the former owner John passed away some years ago. John, are you over here? John, are you over here? Is this where you passed away? Though we cannot say for certain, but we do believe this is saying this is where I pass. What are your thoughts? Here it is again for your review, and please let us know.
John, are you over here? Is this where you passed away? John, are you over here? Is this where you passed away?
Is this the voice of John, verifying that he passed away there in the corner? I guess that's for all of you to decide.
The Old Baraboo Inn is at a level like few others. This inn, its history, and its loyal patrons of the past 150 years has its own story to tell. One of festivity and one of sorrow. The words of the dead have in-depth power and meaning, yet we may never know the meaning until we someday meet our own fate and pull up a stool and sit with them for eternity at the Old Baraboo Inn.